Yo, got an interesting one to talk about real quick. This is going to be a quick show. What if your child is gay? I got a friend with that question. Let's talk about it. Yeah, now, this is just my point of view. I'm not no special doctor, nothing like that, but this is just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like my opinion tends to be pretty clear and humane. You know what I'm saying? I got all sons, and if this is what was to happen with me with one of my sons, if one of them found out he was gay or is gay, I don't know how to put that without coming off offensive. Sorry if I do. I love him too much to let anything come between me and them. So and I come from a Jamaican culture where they just really they're hardcore on the homosexuals. I understand it's a little different now; it's changing a bit, but man, the way I grew up, it just was a no go kind of thing in my household. But anyway, what if your child is gay? First thing I think is you should be honest with them. You should be honest with how you feel, and you should honestly let them tell you how they feel and allow them to be themselves. I think a lot of us, when we grow up, we forget what it's like to be young. We just want to steer our kids to do good, which is good in itself. But we got to remember sometimes they got to make the mistakes. They got to bump their head a little bit to learn to duck down. That's just my point of view. Be honest with them. If one of my sons was to come and tell me, I would hope that he trusts me enough to know that I would be honest with him and tell him what I think about that and listen to what he has to say and what he thinks about it. You know. The second thing, I guess it really should have even been first, is to just love him. Love your kid. It doesn't matter what's going on with them. Everyone needs love. I feel like everyone should be able to come home at some point because you're going to need to be able to come home. You need that energy of home. And I think it's the worst thing when you hear these stories of people pushing their kids out because they're gay or transsexual or whatever's going on with them. Oh man, that's like the worst thing. You're just going to toss your offspring off into the world. You can just do that. Oh man, that's man, that's crazy to me. Man, just love your children, man. Love them. Don't push them out. You know, just show them love. It's gonna be hard for you, yeah, but man, love them and man, just love them. In my opinion, develop a closer connection. Because if you think that you wanted to know your son's girlfriends or your daughter's boyfriends before, if your children are homosexual, things are changing a lot now, but they still run the risk of some crazy things happening to them. So, so you definitely, in my opinion, are going to want to know who they're dating, who they're around, where they're hanging out at, things like that. Then, right? I mean, that's just my point of view. So yeah, develop a closer connection. Not only that, they're going to need to be able to trust in you to tell you things that might not be your cup of tea. Let's be 100. You know what I mean? Let's keep it 100. It might not be what you quite want to hear, but if you love your kid, I think you should be willing to hear it. You should be willing to hear it and go through it because that's what love is. You know? Ask questions. Ask questions. If you have something that goes through your mind, no matter how weird, no matter how offensive, the best person would to be would the excuse me, the best person to ask would be someone that close to you, right? If you developed a relationship with them and everything, and you can communicate with them on a regular basis, yeah, then ask questions. It's better that you ask those weird or questions that might not even be weird. They just might feel weird to you. But it's best for you to ask those questions and know so that other encounters in your life you'll be aware of things and be able to handle it better and with more understanding. You know? That's just my opinion at least. Educate yourself. That comes next to asking questions, but you can also seek out things. You can look up things online. You can look for literature. When you go to the doctors, you can ask questions. Educate yourself. Be encouraged to educate yourself. You know what I'm saying? And don't no, don't let anybody throw you off of what the truth this is. Some people are black, some people are white, some people are tall, some people are short, some people are gay, some people are straight. You know, Some people are, I forget the one that does boat buy. Yeah. Um, and be proud of them. If your child is gay, understand that it's hard to come out regardless of what. You know what I'm saying? The times is changing, yes, but a great percentage of the population is straight, or at least I would think it seems to be. And it must be hard and difficult to come out. So if someone has the strength to step out and say, "This is who I am, I'm going to live my truth," then I think that they should be allowed to live their truth. And if you're a parent of them, you should be proud of them, not ashamed of them. No, I just don't get that. I can't get parents that separate themselves from their children and the rest of the family. I just don't get that. You're the weirdo here. But anyway, I wanted to have that conversation because I had a good friend, a longtime friend, that is going through that, and she was feeling really some type of way. And I just gave her another point of view. And I guess maybe coming from me, she's Jamaican, I'm Jamaican. I'm a guy, and her son, she has a son, you know. Um, I guess my point of view was valuable to her. And I thought to myself, I was going to do a quick talk about it and just put it out there for people to hear. Please leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Like and subscribe. Share in other places. And then, I think it's time for the human race to be more progressive with everything. And the only way we can be progressive is to accept all the states in which we are. We have to accept all the states in which we are. And if we can do that and come together as one, then I think we can solve bigger problems and move forward more efficiently. Anyway, thanks for listening. This is Sess Videos. This is Sess Videoz Show. Just a quick show. Please leave a comment, like and subscribe again, repost, and thanks for listening. And I'm out.